Good evening and welcome to Matters of the Moment. It's another beautiful evening here in the city of Calabar. And as usual, it's your favorite news TV program, Matters of the Moment. Today we'll be looking at the activities of the College of Nursing Sciences, Itigidi. We'll be extracting the activities so far, the performance of the management boards, and the impact of this present administration as it concerns, everything that has to do with the college. And to help us make sense in all of that, or to give an insight how far the college has fared over the years, we have with us in the studio the provost of the college, Ruth Ita is here with us in the studio to give us an insight, the journey so far of the college and how the college has fared over time and how it's faring now with this present administration led by Senator Basi Edet Utu. We'll go on a short break. When we're back, get on the conversation properly and we'll get to introduce to you our guest here in the studio, live with us. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, this is Matters of the Moment on CRBC TV statewide. Before going on a short break, I was informing you that today we will be looking at the activities of the college, and to help us make sense of all of that, we have with us here in the studio live the provost of the college, Mrs. Ruth Ita Ebong. Good evening, ma, and welcome to the program.
Good evening, sirs.
I won't be doing this alone. Here with my colleague, John Agbo. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening.
Before we go into the nitty-gritty of the business of the day, we would like you to take us through the journey so far of the college, a little bit of the historical background of the college before we get into the business of the day.
Thank you very much. Like you have rightly introduced, I am Deaconess Mrs. Ruth Itaibong. I'm the pioneer provost of Cross River State College of Nursing Sciences, Itigidi. The college was established in 2020 by the Cross River State law, and I, being the pioneer provost, was appointed by the then governor, Professor Benedict Ayade, to midwife the transition from the then School of Nursing Itigidi to the College of Nursing Sciences, Itigidi. Basically, the transition was necessitated by the fact that Nursing and Midwifery Council had given a directive about the nursing and midwifery education reforms, where different facets of nursing and midwifery education needed to be reorganized and restructured for us to have the certificate of nursing quantified. And so a deadline was given that all schools of nursing, which then were hospital-based programs, should transit to the colleges of nursing. And the state, Cross River State, was one of the first 5 states that kick-started the collegiate system of nursing in the state. And it started with the appointment of the governing council members, headed by the chairman, followed by the management. And I happened, by the special grace of God, to be appointed to head the management and to begin the process, which started 2020. By 2021, we had to invite the National Board for Technical Education and Nursing and Midwifery Council, both regulatory bodies regulate their program. With the aid of the government, we invited them for resource verification, and when we were visited, they found that we were fit to start off the collegiate system of nursing on provisional status. And so the provisional status was given to us in July 2021. We were operating on that status until 2024, that ushered in the present administration. And that was the verge of full accreditation. And of course, with the transition from the previous government to this present administration, it was a little bit shaky. But thank God for our sitting governor, Senator Prince Bassey Dedotu. Despite the fact that he was yet to get settled, he got us all the things that were necessary for us to get the bodies re-invited for full status. And so they visited us in August 2024. And as we are now, we have a full status for all of the programs in Cross River State College of Nursing Sciences, Itigidi.
Okay. Sorry,
Okay.
Ojonga. I just wanted to ask, for this short period you've been headed the college as a provost, how will you say the college has fared, or has the college fared so far within this short time of your leadership?
Well, beginning a thing is not always easy, but I thank God for the constitution of the members of the governing council, headed by Professor Mrs. Mombe Opia, who is also very, very visionary. And of course, we were given a mandate to deliver. And so irrespective of whatever difficulties we found on our way, there were always ways that we could maneuver. And then we drew the attention, like I told you, we drew the attention of this present government, and funds were sourced out for us to use. And so far, I think that we are doing well, because every gray area that was identified by the regulatory body was communicated to the government, and bit by bit, same, one after the other is taken care of.
All right. Thank you. You have given us a brief journey of the school. But I know that the school was established as a school of nursing.
Itigidi.
Yes, Itigidi. Initially.
That was far back 1981.
Okay, that's good. And the mandate then was to produce middle manpower for the health sector in the state, maybe, and the country in general. But with this upgrading to the College of Nursing and Midwifery Sciences, what are the core responsibilities of the college with this upgrading?
Okay, with the upgrading, we are to prepare very, very competent, skilled, and polyvalent nurse practitioners, and we are also to produce versatile midwives. We are also to produce professionally knowledgeable public health nurses that will be able to provide them, using their problem-solving skills, they will be able to provide a very safe and acceptable health care to the individuals, to the families, and to also the communities across the different levels of care.
After graduation of these students, what will their certificate read?
Actually, the ND and HND nursing program is designed in a way that it is going to ensure it's going to ensure a seamless academic progression of the graduate along the already existing educational policy. So it's not going to be different from what we have already gotten on ground by the national policy on education.
So, I think if I get my colleague correctly, what he's asking is, what the qualification, will he be able to equate other institutions?
Of course, it was a major reason why we had to move, why Nursing and Midwifery Council decided that we must move from the hospital-based training to a collegiate system. And so on graduation, the graduates from college, a graduate from College of Nursing Sciences is going to graduate with HND nursing alongside the professional certificate like registered nurse, registered midwife, registered public health nurse. So we are actually training them in 3 different programs.
That can take you to practice anywhere?
Of course, anywhere in the world.
In the world?
Yes.
Okay, I think that's interesting.
Anywhere in the world. And interestingly, the nurses we train in the States, they rarely will even remain in the state because they are really sourced out for, outside the country. So it's another thing that is so burdensome on us, because we are trying now to draw the government's attention to the fact that there's so much brain drain.
Yeah.
And so they should do something that will keep them. We train them and we must keep them, either through bonding to render the services they have been trained to do.
Okay, I actually wanted to come to that, but before we go into details of how we could regulate this brain drain and all of that, apart from the core mandate that was given to you and your management on the school, are there other things you are doing differently, you and your management team, you are doing differently to bring to the school as a college?
Of course, apart from what we have in the curriculum, we are also training them to excel and be found worthy in both character and learning. I think that is all encompassing.
Okay.
Okay. Let me come to this. Well, do you have the requisite staff, particularly the teaching staff?
In terms of manpower?
Yes, manpower. Teaching staff,
of
manpower,
course,
who can handle these students up to the standards required?
Of course, human resource for health is a global issue. It's not just in the state, neither is it just in the country. It's a global issue. Yes. There's no way we can meet up with the WHO standard of, for example, in the teaching learning environment, we are expected to have the ratio of 1 nurse educator to 10 students.
Okay.
But that is not quite achievable. Yes, it's not quite achievable because like I have told you, it's a global phenomenon that there's shortage of manpower, especially in the health sectors. And so we are hopeful that with this there will be distribution of some of these categories of nurses, graduate nurses, that will be sent to the different colleges to help sort the situation.
Okay, let's look at the aspect of infrastructure, because definitely you must have a good learning environment to actually gain a professional, either in whatever field the person is studying. And we also want to look at the challenges that the schools have been facing over time. But before you answer that, I think we have to run on a short break. When we are back, our guest is still here with us in the studio, the provost of the College of Nursing Sciences, Itigidi. When we are back from the break, he will tell us the infrastructural position or standard of the college. Does it meet the global standard as required and the challenges the college might have been facing within this time frame. We'll be back after this break. Welcome back. It still matters of the moment on CRBC TV statewide. Before we go on a break, we're asking our guests here in the studio to give us how will you rate the infrastructure standard of the college? Does it rate the global standard as required?
Infrastructural disposition of the college, I will tell you that is a top notch. Why am I saying that? For every regulatory body that visited us in the previous times, they were like, wow. And I told you, maybe I have not told you that we are one of the 5 in the whole nation. Cross River State College of Nursing Sciences, Itigidi, is one of the 5 most rated colleges in Nigeria. And so the things that make them give such commendation is the fact that infrastructure, because of it's a program that is regulated by 2 different councils, and they have their guidelines. And of course, when they come, they use whatever their guidelines state as a benchmark to award you whatever marks. And there has not been any issue as far as infrastructure is concerned. The only issue is because of the full status, admission quota has been increased. Do you understand? Yeah. And so that is where the government must come in to get the facilities expanded to accommodate the increased benchmark. That's just the...
Okay, before we go to your challenges, my colleague, I think he has a question to
yes, the question I want to ask now is the admission quota. I don't know if you have been meeting up with the admission quota, the number of students that
the criteria.
Yes,
the quota by JAM, and National Board for Technical Education for us on full status is 240. 240, and the 240 is categorized. We have merit. We have that. We must have 70% of this quota.
240 is it in thousands or in hundreds?
240.
Is it
240?
Yeah, doesn't matter. Is it in thousands or in hundreds?
No, in hundreds now.
Okay, in hundreds.
Yes.
Okay.
240.
So we just needed to get that.
Is the benchmark, and it's the highest.
Okay, is it like the 240 you're referring to, like the cutoff point?
No, not the cutoff point.
The number of
students for the program.
Okay, you must
each session.
Admit
each session.
Per section.
Yes, each session.
Okay, must not be above 240.
Must not be, because it's regulated.
Have you ever meet up to that?
Of course, we have more.
Okay.
We have more, but we must not. We must not take more than we have been given as our quota.
Okay. How do you classify them?
I was trying to tell you that it's categorized.
Okay.
We have 70% for the merit list, and then we have for indigenes. Okay. We have for educationally disadvantaged, and all of that. And it's the first. We are the ones servicing the South-South geopolitical zone, Itigidi. Okay. And so greater number of our students come from the east.
Okay.
The east. But the greatest number must be from Cross River State.
The indigenous.
And then across the 3 senatorial districts. However, because of where it is situated, we normally, the southerners are not too many there,
In the college.
and instead of us to leave that particular the
quota.
quota vacant, we just fill them up with the people from that constituency.
But you are sure that the admissions cut across all the
18 local governments.
persons?
Yes.
Okay. Highlight some of the challenges you say the college have been able to face over time.
Okay.
And have you been able to overcome them?
Okay, our challenges are enormous, but they are not. I won't say that they are more than what the government of the day can do. You understand? No matter how many they are, at least
management
yes,
team,
at least one thing at a time. He is good. He has actually renewed. As I speak to you, I'm processing my budget for some categories of challenges that were identified as the gray areas by those regulatory bodies, and they range from the landscaping, the ICT center. Normally, it was previously built for 74 as a benchmark, but with the transition to collegiate system, our benchmark is now 240, so we need to have it expanded. Now that the examination is computer based, we actually need to have a sophisticated ICT center, to run those exams and do variety of other things. And then there's student-teacher ratio also. So we are hoping that we have actually recommended that to the chairman, State Planning Commission, when we were there to defend our strategic plan and all of that. We had presented that to him, and he had promised he was going to mount a brief to our governor. We have actually recommended that for the graduate nurses that are yet to be engaged, which I told you earlier that some of them have actually been employed. Such persons should be redistributed into the colleges, and then the government can fund them to get additional qualification in education, because the Nursing and Midwifery Council will not count any nurse that is not a registered educator. That will not be counted for us. So we have actually put that across to the government, and we are hopeful that it's going to be done.
That's to say, that was the lapses to the college over time? Was that a challenge to the college?
Yes, the student-teacher ratio has never met the WHO standard. The WHO states that we must have 1 to 10.
Children are still at home or probably looking for a way to get admission into college? Okay,
Cross River State College of Nursing Sciences, Itigidi, is a fully accredited college of nursing sciences in the state, and in Nigeria, it is one of the 5 of a highly rated college with enough manpower, enough infrastructure to cater for the students.
Okay, your last word to your governor. What will you say to them? Because he still needs his attention to the college.
Yes,
I wish
to express my gratitude to our People First governor. I want to tell him thank you for what you have done so far, and to tell you, sir, we are still expectant of all that we have presented to you. Thank you very much.
All right. You've heard from the horse's mouth. That was the provost of the College of Nursing Sciences, Itigidi. It was always a beautiful moment having you on the program. Sir. It's still matters of the moment. We hope to still have you on the program next week, same time. But for today, I think we have to draw the curtain for this program. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm